Hey everyone, it is Professor Lee, and I am going to walk you through how to complete the EHR Go assignment for Tiffany Sutherland. So to begin with, you will arrive at the page for Tiffany Sutherland's activity, and you're going to want to read the patient description. So there's some information in there that will be helpful to you for background and some clinical information that may help understand her prenatal history. So she's in the first trimester of an unintended pregnancy, comes to the Women's Health Center today for her first prenatal appointment. So then there's some extra information in there about when she had been on birth control and that she is trying to quit smoking and some other things. So make sure you read through that part. Then you're going to complete several steps for her chart. So the first thing you're going to do is enter Tiffany's prenatal history using the attached form. You can locate that form at the very bottom of her resources, and it will look like this. And so it is a lengthy form. There are 8 pages to it, full of information for you to put into her chart. Now, some of it is completed, some of it is not. So if there isn't anything there, then you can skip over it. If there is information populated, then you want to make sure you try to get that in her chart. Okay? So that's the first step. The second step is to create a SOAP note in Tiffany's chart for her visit today with the above and following information. So some information from up here in her patient description can be used for her SOAP note, and also the information here between 2 and 3 can be used to complete her SOAP note. The next step will be to create a new note in Tiffany's chart for this visit outlining the education that you have provided for her. So you have these additional educational resources to complete her patient education that are linked down here. So you need to make sure you read through those and then create a note outlining these 3 documents that you have provided to her with education. The next step is to order labs for Tiffany, and so you're going to enter an order for her prenatal labs, including all of these things listed here. And then lastly, you're going to schedule her follow-up appointment. So I know it's not stated here, so let's schedule her follow-up appointment for 30 days from the date that you saw her today. So we'll do 30 days out for her follow-up. Sorry, I was writing a little note. Okay, so these are all of the resources that you're going to need to complete this chart activity. You can go and launch her chart, and I will show you where to complete these exercises. So first thing first, you are going to use her prenatal history. Now let me move this out here and move this over here. So her prenatal history to put in to her chart. And so let's see if I can get these lined up. So you're going to come to the left-hand panel and you're going to enter notes. I have to move this over. My screen's not big enough. Sorry about that. And click New. There we go. And you can type in prenatal assessment. Select the location. We will go with Central Clinic. And then you proceed to use the information that she's completed on her prenatal care visit form to supply and populate these fields over here in the prenatal assessment. Now again, it may not match up completely, but put as much of the information from her prenatal history form as you can into the prenatal assessment. If there is extra information in her form that you feel is important for the provider to know, then you can add that down at the end in the notes section. Alright, so there's where you would complete her prenatal history. We're going to save that. Next, we create a SOAP note. So you would go to Notes again, click New, Note Type, Soap Note. She is not postpartum, so we can't use that one. We'll just use a regular soap note, Central Clinic, continue. And then here is where you're going to enter the information that was provided to you in her patient description, and then under number 2 in the directions. So once you are finished with that, then you are directed to create another note in her chart for this visit outlining the education that you have provided to her during her time there. So patient teaching, that's what it is. It's patient teaching notes. And again, Central Clinic, continue. And here is where you can enter in the information for Tiffany and then any reaction that you think she may have had. So you can add the teaching item there and put in smoking cessation if it's not listed. I didn't read all of them. And if you felt during your interaction that she was independent, understanding, verbalized, or demonstrated that you know the skills to quit smoking or partial understanding, any of these things, you can click there. And based on her history, I would put that she has a partial understanding and demonstrated skill because she had taken steps to attempt to quit smoking already. So you can add teaching items there for the 3, and then fill out what you can down here. So it would be an individual method with the patient only. It sounds like she learns best by doing. You can pick one that you felt was appropriate for that interaction, and then fill out the other information and click Save. So you want to make sure you have all 3 patient teaching elements in there. And then the 4th step is to enter a lab order for her. So you would go to Laboratory, click New, and Orders, and click New, and then Laboratory, and then complete the information for the laboratory order. So and the details, any details there, the frequency schedule will be once, and then the frequency should be now. And then always change the status to active. So you can enter those things there. Okay, so to complete number 5, which is scheduling her follow-up appointment in 30 days, we are going to click on Account and then go to Scheduling. We need to select 30 days out, so we're going to go over to April, and then we will click New. April 28th, 8 a.m., click New, and here we have the information to complete her follow-up appointment. So her doctor is Dr. Emil, the Central Clinic, and it is Women's Health, prenatal appointment. Her duration should be 15 minutes, and it relates to none, so that we know that there's no workman's comp or anything there. And the notes here, I would put check on the lab reports that she was ordered to do at today's appointment. And so we are going to do her appointment at 8 a.m., click Save, and then her appointment is there for you. So then if we look at scheduling again, you can go to the patient schedule overview and see that we've scheduled her follow-up appointment for 30 days out. And then that would complete all 5 steps that you need to do for Tiffany's chart. If you have questions, let me know.